For this episode, I'm gonna need my counter space. We are working on the T5 transmission today. A couple things you're gonna need before you jump into the transmission is like factory manual. These factory manuals, it breaks down all the pieces of the transmission, how to take it apart, how to put it back together, how to inspect every little piece. So it's a very valuable tool to have. Also, just get all your parts together. For this particular transmission, it's a non-world class T5. They sell a kit for the Nissan one that has NA as the suffix of the part number, but if you just change the NA to WS, you'll get the same kit with the synchros. The only difference is you have to buy the output shaft seal separately. And I don't think you can buy the NA kit anymore anyways. I think it's discontinued. But anywho, get all your parts together, make sure you have everything, and yeah. Oh, also, for this particular one, you could also use a Mustang short throw shifter. So those are readily available for the T5s on eBay, Summit, anywhere you can get them. It's a nice little cheap update. So yeah, I guess we can jump in now. Alright, so I'm a little stuck right now. I took all the bolts off the tailpiece, but it doesn't seem to budge. Either it's super stuck or there's something I'm missing. The good thing is I have the manual, so I'm gonna go into the manual and see exactly what I have to remove to get this apart. See if I'm missing anything. Alright, so the manual said to remove this little pin by pushing it down with the hammer. So I'm gonna knock that down. And then just tapping this guy and it should come out, so I'm gonna give that a shot and see what happens. So after playing with it for some more, this guy is stuck to this, so all I did was get a screwdriver, pry this off. That goes here. And now this should come up, I hope. And it's out! One thing the manual says to do is not to lose these two guys. And these two guys go over here. That goes in there, and that gets centered. So that's where those go. So yeah, I'm gonna continue taking apart the case and see how that goes. problem with this front cover. I guess it was somewhere along the lines they rebuilt it, and they put a ton of silicone all over this, so this sucker's stuck. The good thing is, I'm looking at, you know, just from looking in here, the synchros and whatnot inside, they look in great shape, so I'm pretty sure those were replaced not too long ago. Everything else looks okay from the inside. I mean, I'll check it once I take everything else apart, but one thing that is gonna get replaced right here is this bearing right here, and this little cover thing here. They got a lot of rust, so that's gotta go, that's gotta go. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna figure out how to get this thing off the case, and then I can pull this out to inspect it to make sure it's okay. If it's fine, I probably won't swap the synchros. There's no point in that if they're okay. If they're not, I will, but so far it looks okay, so yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this and see what happens.
2 hours later.
Alright, so that was a pain in the butt. I guess when they last rebuilt this, they put a ton of sealer here, and it was stuck onto here, so I had to beat it out. The good thing is I have another one, so I'm not worried. I put a new seal, a new bearing race, swap out the bearing here, and yeah, we should be good to go. So I'm gonna continue disassembling this, and yeah, keep moving along. Alright, so the disassembly is complete. After doing a quick inspection, for the most part, the transmission's in great shape. I was expecting on the synchros, let me show you. On the synchros, like right here, you see these little teeth marks. Last time I opened one of these up, many of the synchros had broken teeth, so that's kind of what I was expecting out of this transmission, but luckily all the synchros are in good shape. The only thing beat up about this transmission was one of the inner races is a little worn down, so I'll replace one race there, and then this little cover, I guess the guy who previously assembled it put a ton of silicone on there, so it was on there pretty tight. And so yeah, the good thing is I have a replacement. So I got lucky there, so I just gotta press in a new race on this, and there's an inner seal too, so seal, race on this, new race on the main shaft, clean up the case, make sure everything's nice and clean, and put it back together, and I'll do that. I hate to do a two-part video for one small project, but unfortunately that's what I'm gonna have to do with this. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna make another video where I clean up and reassemble everything and make sure that the transmission is within spec and put everything back together. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.